Hey guys, how's it going? We are going to be working up in the front yard today. Brent is going to be working on the window box while I work on another project. So we're both going to be up here working kind of at the same time. I'm going to show what he's doing first, and then you guys will see what I'm doing after. I'm going to tell you right now what we're doing. So he's going to be working on the window box. I am going to be working on the floor up on the front porch. Two things that should have been done a while ago, but you know how things go around here. Other projects take priority, or life, or we don't want to do them. So he's going to be working on refinishing the front window box, because see how there's like sap and things happening with it. And then I am going to finally put a sealant coat on the front porch. Finally. Yeah. If you remember a couple months ago, I think it's been like 2 months now at this point, I redid the front porch. It's really pretty. I really like how it looks. I love how it turned out. And it just needs to be, it needs to have a sealant coat on it. It needs to have a top coat on it. I never did it, and so far it's been holding up fabulously. That's dirt, not a chip in the paint. I was very meticulous about this project. Probably more meticulous than I've been about really any project that I've done. I really wanted to make sure that the lines met up really nicely. That was really super important to me. I've seen some ones where the squares are off by 1/8 of an inch, and it's really noticeable. And so I really wanted to make sure that these were as perfect as possible, as close as I could get them. There's some slight variation there, but for the most part they're all pretty good. Unless you're really looking, you really don't notice those, I don't think. But for the most part, I think I got it pretty straight. I love how it looks. I didn't put a top coat on it, and I should have. So I need to take everything off the front porch right now, and then I need to put a coat down. What I'm going to be using is this right here, waterproofing, transparent wood finish. It says it's for 4 years on deck, 6 years on fence and siding. So I'm pretty sure that this one is water-based. If it's not water-based, I'm not going to use it. If it looks weird, I'm not going to. We did use this one on the gazebo, and so Brent also brought this one up. This one seems to work really well also. This is also a clear water sealer. I forgot that we even had this one. Well, we bought this one for this project, and then I never did it. And then we bought this for the gazebo. And I guess we could only buy it in a gallon, and we definitely don't need a gallon of it. Actually, I might just end up using this. I feel like it would be smart if I just used this. And then maybe I could return this, because this we have not even opened. I feel like I should do that. Anyways, that. And then Brent has gloves, sandpaper, he has kills, and he has paint, because he is going to do the window box, because that's not the most beautiful thing in the world. We made this window box. I don't have plans for it. We just sort of threw it together with some lumber that we found. And you can see that we didn't let the wood completely dry out. So where the knots are, there's been some sap that has come through. See that? So he's gonna sand all of the sap off of it and get those clumps of sap off and get the runs off of it, and get the whole thing all smooth again. And then he's going to use some kills, spray it with kills, and then he will paint it green again. And so while he's doing that, I'm going to be working on the front porch today. So we're really not doing a whole lot out here, but we are working out here. We've got some things that we got to do. It's just going to be 2 projects, but they're probably going to take a couple hours. And so that is kind of it today. He's going to help out with that. Well, he's doing that all by himself, and I'm going to do that all by myself. So the first thing I'm going to do is take everything off the porch, and then I'm going to give it a good clean really quick, let that dry, and then I will put the sealant coat on, which I don't think mine's going to take very long. I think his is going to take longer, because he has to do it in stages. He has to sand it, and then he has to prime it and let it dry, and then he has to paint it green, which I guess that's really 2 stages, but I think this is going to take longer. That sucks. Okay, porch is cleared off and it is clean. I'm gonna let it dry for a while. Typically what I like to do is come through and like soak the entire porch and use cleaner. But then the wood would have been really wet and I need it to be dry for this. I just did it with a rag. It's not a super deep clean, but at least it's clean, you know? That way I can put on the wood sealer when it dries. It's kind of an overcast day, so we'll see how long it takes to dry. But already these look just like dark and rich. I like when they look a little bit wet like this. So I'm hoping that the wood stain that we're gonna use kind of continues to give it this look without the wood stain on it. And when it was like dry, it just looked dry. It didn't look like it had like a richness to it. It looked kind of dull. So I think that getting the stain on there is gonna help it kind of keep this like rich look to it, which is exactly what I want. So you can see this is dried now, and see how dry it looks. It just looks kind of drab. So it'll be nice to get a little clear coat on there and make it like look fresh again. Even the dog's claw marks are still there. I thought they would be gone. They're not. That looks better. I'm hoping that it stays this rich, darker color instead of looking so dry. If it doesn't, I'll go in with something else to get another coat on it. Also, that is not my rooster. If you heard that, that is a straight rooster. I hope it stays this like deep, rich color instead of looking so dry. Like, let's get up close so you can see. It's got a little bit of a white film on it and dog hair. That's cool. But that will all dry nice and clear when it does dry. I just finished and I did put it on really thick. I am going to go in with a second coat of it though. I think a second coat is going to be really important for this. I did try to put it on as thick as possible, but I think 2 coats will be better. Plus I might have over poured in the thing, so I might as well just use what I have left inside that roller tray. Brent got it painted. He got most of the sap off. We came through with a scraper and that seems to work, or we were using sandpaper and that didn't work super well, but using the plastic scraper worked really well. It probably would have been better if we had a metal one, but we didn't have a small metal one. But now we just wait for this to dry for about half hour and then we can paint it green. Well, he can paint it green. And you wanna know what's really funny is I told Brent before we started this project, because he was wearing a brand new shirt, I said, don't get paint on your shirt. I was like, shouldn't you go change? He's like, no, I'm not gonna get paint on my shirt. I said, okay, you better not get paint on your shirt. He's like, you're talking to me like a toddler. And yeah, I got paint on my shirt. I helped him for seconds. I got it all over my hands. It was on my fingers. We're doing really good over here. It's me, I'm the problem. Anyways, waiting for this to dry. While his paint is drying, I actually need to open up the greenhouse this morning, so that way I can get some airflow in here. It's a nice cool day. The vents look like they're open, but they're not super, but now they're open all the way. We are gonna open up this, get the fan going. I don't even know if you guys could just see, or if I just showed you just the curtain. And then pop the fan on, but also my seedlings have all started to pop up, which is very exciting. Look, we have sweet peas. This one's an overachiever. That one didn't just show up. I think it was this one or this one that was first. Sweet peas in almost all of these. And I see it coming in this one. I can see it starting, nope. Oh, there it is, right there. So almost all of those are coming up. And they're starting to come up in these ones here. And then my seedlings over here are starting to also come up. The kale is coming up. So exciting. And I think that's it for seedlings right now. Still, such a win. Brent and I were talking about how it feels so nice to have the greenhouse like start to have stuff in it, and it feels like it's actually starting to come together, which is really, it's really, really nice. It's so exciting. I cannot wait to take these curtains down though. I do want something that's sheer so I can still see through it. I think it's a little windy today, so I might need to actually just shut the doors and close and open the curtains. I think that's what we're gonna do, is we're gonna just open the curtains all the way so lots of airflow can get in here. I also really want to get some type of like tie that attaches to the wall here, so that way when I have the curtains open, they can be tied and kind of be out of the way a little bit. I think that's gonna be kind of the best option. That way they're not flopping around. They've already, this one over here came in, it flopped and it hung, not hung, it grabbed onto the vase that I had in there, and it took it down. But whatever. I mean, the vase didn't break. It was just a vintage glass jar, but it didn't break, so we were all good. Yeah, we're gonna keep that closed today. There's plenty enough airflow with the fan going and all the vents are still open. I don't think it's supposed to rain today, but it is very much a cloudy day. All clouds, gray skies, which I will gladly take. It's very, very enjoyable. That is kind of my favorite in the garden, is cloudy, overcast days. It's been about 45 minutes, and I can already tell that this is so much better. Yes, love that. A second coat is going to be exactly what it needs. You can see there's a little bit of dirt there, but I think that's more hard water than it is dirt. I did really try to scrub that area, but it's fine. You can't see it. Second coat, we'll get this done really quickly and then wrap this project up. It looks so good. He finished it. It's still drying, but oh my gosh, now it's not an eyesore. So much better. The paint color that we use, the green one, is called Herb Cornucopia. So good. It may end up doing that sap thing again. I think this window box has been up for like 2 years now, I believe. So you know what, if in 2 years we've got to do that again, so be it. We may end up like putting like a facing on it to like stop that, like going with like some type of like laminate or plastic or something like that, and then retrim it out if it does the sap thing again. We'll see. That's not for us to figure out today. Anyways, looks great. The window box is looking so fabulous. I tell you guys to buy mums when they're closed, because then you get to enjoy them longer. I've gotten to enjoy my mums while they were fully closed, and I'm getting to enjoy them while they're fully open. And instead of buying your mums when they're open like this, and you get just like a little bit of time out of them, buy them closed. Buy them when they just are a whole bunch of little teeny tiny buds like this, and you'll get to see just a little bit of color, and then you get to really see them coming into their own. Versus if I buy them like this, I'm probably only gonna get maybe another week of color out of these guys, but I've been able to enjoy a couple weeks of all the color, which is really nice. Window box is painted, looks so much better, no longer an eyesore. The second coat is on, and it's already kind of like dried a little bit. I sat down in the chairs that are in the lawn for like 10 minutes, but it's already drying. You can see there's a little bit of wet spots still on it, but for the most part, it's getting there. So we're gonna not put any of the furniture back on probably until tomorrow, but it does look so much better. I'll take you guys along in the morning for when I put all the furniture back up, but I'm pretty pleased with it. All right, it is the next morning. That looks so much better. Those look so rich, so deep, so much happier with it. Let me show you how good they look. If you remember before, they were kind of dingy, kind of dull, and now they are this beautiful, rich, dark color, which is exactly what I wanted. It kind of like, I don't know, made everything actually feel together. So we always call ourselves the 90%ers because we do everything about 90% of the way, and that last 10% was putting this coat on. And now that we have the coat on, it just looks so good. I mean, we've already walked on it, so there's some shoe prints, but the deep colors are really deep, and it's really, really nice. So now I'm gonna put everything back on the front porch because we are headed out of town. We're gonna go hang out with some friends for the evening. We're gonna go do a little camping. Well, we're not camping, we're staying in a cabin. But I do want to get everything on the front porch again, so that way it doesn't just look like that. There we go, good as new. Porch is refreshed. The planter box is refreshed and no longer an eyesore of sap dripping down it. Very, very pleased with it. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for this video. The porch looks the same, just now the floor has a slight gloss to it and should hold up a lot better. So that is going to be it for this video. I have to go in and go pack. I'm supposed to be bringing donuts and pasta salad up to my friends. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for coming along with Brent and I to visit our garden and mostly do painting and labor. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.